The Africa Energy Indaba is starting at the Cape Town International Convention Centre today. Global industry participants and policymakers are set to come together to discuss Africa's energy agenda and other critical issues. Mineral Resources and Energy Minister Gwede Mantashe is now speaking. Let's listen in.
With all these cities, see, South Africa has a very long history. When the British and the Dutch merged their interest, they decided that Cape Town will be a parliamentary city. And they decided that Bloemfontein will be a judicial city. They decided that Pretoria will be a seat of government. And Pietermaritzburg will be a railway city of the country. So with these four capitals to pull together interests so that we merge and be one. So it's when you in a country like that, where there is diversity of interest, it is tempting to want to break it into pieces again. Very attractive. But the reality of the matter, South Africa is better when it is together. Now, when you say aspiration to action, and there's a tail phrase there, delivering a sustainable and prosperous future. That is aspiring. But the call is put action in place to transform that aspiration into reality. Now, in keeping with that theme, what we are going to do is to try to explain to you what we are doing in the area of energy. Half the time when people talk of energy in South Africa, today it has become fashionable to talk about load shedding and forget about the real essence of energy, that is energy poverty. That needs to be addressed. It's better than just load shedding. Energy poverty. I'm sure when the panelists are here, they will explain it more scientifically. And because they understand, it's much bigger than load shedding, because load shedding reflects a journey that we have traveled. In 1994, we had 34% of the citizens of this country having access to electricity. Today, we have 93% of the citizens having access to electricity. So we're heading for universal access to energy. And that aspiration is quite a bold aspiration on our part, that we must have universal access to electricity and have every South African having access to electricity with ease. Then we must deal with the issue of load shedding, where we ensure that you have access, it must be reliable, you must get it anytime, you must enjoy the convenience of having access to electricity. We work hard to implement the integrated resource plan, which identify diversified energy mix so that we meet the growth of demands in electricity. In South Africa, our IRP, we're updating it now, gave us the science that it is not a particular technology that will resolve our energy poverty. It is a combination of technologies. In that IRP, we are providing for coal, we are providing for nuclear, we are providing for gas, we are providing for renewables, solar and wind. We're providing for the whole range of technologies. We say solution is in the combination of these technologies. So when we talk to investors about energy, we invite them to invest in the range of technologies that are at the disposal of an investor. That's what we're having. Let me just give you a summary of what we've done in the area of renewables, because we have quite a big project in renewables. We always want to boast that we're having the biggest renewable project in the continent. of the biggest renewable project in the continent. And it is not theory, it is being implemented. Let me give you details. You know, in the State of the Nation address, the sixth administration has, through IPPs, procured a total of 5,939 megawatts from 46 IPPs. Of this capacity, 150 megawatts is from SCATEC projects, which have been connected to the grid and supply the much needed electricity. That is already giving a tenant. 1,587 megawatts from 15 IPPs is under construction, and therefore it will be on the grid. 1,360 megawatts is from 10 IPPs are preparing to reach commercial close. Commercial close is a pre-commencement stage. That you reach commercial stage, you are a viable project, you get approved, you can go ahead.
All right, Gwede Mantashe there, live from the Cape Town International Convention Centre, giving the keynote address of the Africa Energy Indaba, which now officially gets underway. Essentially, it's a gathering of industry leaders, if you like, and will involve all manner of engagements, high-level discussions among CEOs. All of this in an attempt, of course, to answer the critical question around how to ensure that energy provision, not only in South Africa, but certainly across the continent, is sustainable. The Minister touched on a number of issues. Perhaps I'll just highlight two or three of you for the sake of our own reflection. Bid window 7 is officially open. This is all part of the integrated resource plan, essentially South Africa's idea of how to keep energy in this country affordable and sustainable. As part of this, they're going to hopefully by the end of bid window 8 opening have 7,300 megawatts of renewable energy available to the grid. It's important to emphasize this because part of what the minister mentioned there is that South Africa has one of the largest renewable energy programs on the continent, and he's boasted about that for quite some time. Interesting, nuclear and gas being flagged as our baseload in the future. Baseload essentially speaks to the idea of what is at the core of your energy plan. Currently, there's a heavy reliance on coal in this country. It's contested and fiercely debated about whether or not that's the way to go given its effects on the environment. But the minister suggesting there that if we rely on gas and nuclear, the damage to the environment, for one, is much less significant. He also spoke about the country having more plans when it comes to nuclear outside of Koeberg, which of course you know is the only power station, nuclear power station we have in the country currently operating in Cape Town. We've got a full team for you at the SABC at the Cape Town International Convention Centre. As soon as there's any other significant announcements that are being made, of course, we'll bring it to you here on the channel. No overemphasizing the importance of that gathering.